This is WVBN, reporting from Italy. The most contentious issue of the week in Rome was the status of the Italian Ascari troops in Italian Africa. Treated second class, the Ascari had shown valor in defending their homes and Italian possessions against the Morgana incursions, which had not gone unnoticed by senior military officials. A recommendation was made to promote them to regular Italian soldiers with all the benefits that came with a full Italian uniform. The Army, Navy, and Air Force all agreed on this matter, and so it was passed through the Italian government with relative ease. While the Ascari would enjoy their new military status, any further changes would be decided by the civilian government. Nevertheless, the move was widely celebrated among the enlisted personnel of the Italian armed forces, and training began to bring their new brothers and sisters up to scratch. The restored battleship Napoli would be refitted to the modern standards of a full Italian battleship, the government decided. Mussolini spared nothing in using the opportunity to conduct a grand tour, along with a great many speeches, praising the success of Italy and the Italian armed forces in the Morgana War, culminating with his own desire to see Napoli as a proper battleship once more. Work in Eritrea halted, as preparations began to bring the ship back to Italian harbors, where she could receive all the necessary work. Only after she was restored would the question of her duties be decided. Italian engineers restarted development of radar technology, in light of recent British demonstrations of their potential in seaborne warfare. The question in Italy was not whether to begin development, but what form that should take. There were early questions if Italy should focus on M-Tech developments for this, but was rejected by a majority of officers who would not work with hostile alien equipment. During the week, the joint British-Italian-Japanese war game was held around the island of Malta. Italian and Japanese forces would square off against Britain to demonstrate and explore the effectiveness of various technologies, such as airborne radar, night operations, naval gunnery, and carrier operations. The exercise resulted in a technical Italian victory, but both sides found a great deal of success in their goals, and celebrated afterwards with a lavish gathering, where Mussolini had sent generous caskets of wine and food to all participants, with a special set reserved for the victorious Italians and Japanese. The talk of the night, however, was the emergence of the British belle HMS Garland, who had awakened during the exercise to demonstrate an excellent maneuver against Italian torpedoes. All left the banquet in good spirits among their fellows. While back in Rome, Mussolini authorized the construction of Italy's first aircraft carrier, the Aquila. Finally, submarine reconnaissance in the Mediterranean confirmed that a large number of Morgana transport vessels had been traveling to and from Nero's palace. On the western end, it was observed how Morgana transport was evading British blockade near Gibraltar by underwater methods, something that would be shared with Britain, so that a countermeasure might be developed. The final discovery was a potential new Morgana threat, a Malice, which had boldly ran through Gibraltar without diving, and dressed in the attire of what appeared to be antiquity-era Visigoth. The historical implications of such a provocation were noted by Italian officials, but it was too early to determine the best course of action against her. This has been WVBN, reporting from Italy.